Peace, peace. What's good, y'all? It's your brother God Science up in here once again. Shout out, special salute to the few that do watch, subscribe. Really appreciate y'all. If y'all hear that noise, man, please, I'm sorry, man. It's hot. Anyway, respect to everybody who's been watching the videos, subscribing. I appreciate y'all, man. True indeed. I just wanted to talk real quick about, while I'm waiting here, about a topic I've been seeing going through the YouTube streets, and it looks like it's been getting a little hot, and I don't understand why, but I'm gonna give my perspective on it and just my experience. And basically what I'm talking about, as you see the title, Lord Jamar, position on black Americans created hip-hop. Totally agree. And he has the receipts to prove it. I don't see anybody else putting receipts out there but Lord Jamar's basically showing and proving. Salute to Lord Jamar for that. Does that make us better than any other culture? No. Does it make Puerto Ricans less not be able to saying that they didn't contribute to hip-hop? Of course not. That's a stupid question, and I don't think that's his argument. His argument is just that we created hip-hop, and later on Puerto Ricans joined. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the breaking, the b-boys, stuff like that. That's what I remember. But see, I'm an 80s baby. You know what I'm saying? You got dudes like Grandmaster Cash that been there. All right, that's Grandmaster Cash. And when he speaks, it's weight. It's weight when he speaks. You know what I'm saying? He's been there in the beginning, so he knows what time it is. And he has a clip on there on Vlad where he talks about, his homeboy, when his homeboys was Puerto Rican and Cuban, and they used to be dissing him. Like, why you hanging out with this, what is it, Morano? I forgot the name they call us or something, like some derogatory word or whatever. And he was like, they were in the park paying, go watch the clip, look it up, you know what I'm saying? And later on they came into it, you know what I'm saying? And they taught me something, because like I said, I'm an 80s baby. When I was I can't remember the year I was exposed to hip-hop. It has to be around 85, around that time frame, you know what I'm saying? Because I was born in 1980, so around that time. So that's a little late in the game. They going back to the 60 when it first, in the parks and stuff like that. Cool Herc back in the days and stuff like that. And you got some people, getting in their feelings about it. I don't, we created rock and roll. I don't see anybody fighting over that. We created a lot of other music and didn't get credit for it. It's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make anyone less or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So what I really want to see is that, following Lord Jamar on, and salute to him, he wants everybody to come together and do a cipher, and everybody bring their receipts and stuff like that, and do it civilized. And that's what I'm talking about. I'd love to see that. I will learn a lot, you know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't there in the 70s and stuff like that. I will learn a lot, and we get to see if he's right or wrong. And so far I haven't seen. All I've seen people doing is like emotional stuff, calling, he's trying to bring division. That I don't get that from that brother, man. And we're in 2024. If you have any type of awareness, any type of consciousness, spirituality, if your third eye, your pineal gland is working, you're crazy, okay? And you're a hater, because you can see through this matrix beat. I'm trying not to curse. Anyway, you can see through things. You know what I'm saying? What the average 85er can't. So you're gonna always look crazy to them. And for example, Sexy Red, asking if Sexy Red is a plant. You got people in the comments, oh, he's just a hater. He's just a hater. Well, do any of y'all have daughters? If you do have daughters, is that cool? And no diss to Sexy Red, all right? If that's your thing, rock out to it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want my daughter. Looking at that. That's how I'm supposed to act. That's how I'm supposed to carry myself. Nah, man. If that's how you want your daughter to rock, that's fine with you. That's your daughter. Me, nah. You know what I'm saying? And I think the majority of people would agree with me on that. I hope. Well, it's coming. In the nation of Gaza, they have this thing of about 5%ers, right? Like 5% of the population is like aware, like awoke, and then you have like 85%. I think the numbers has changed on that. Now, the gods, don't get on me. I'm not trying to change 120 of the lessons or anything like that. I'm just observing. From my observation, man, I think it's like 1%. The we 1%ers, man, because it's a lot of bots and sheeps out here, man, that have no clue. And it's sad. It's sad. I believe it's more than 85%, 95%, not even 95%. Yeah, no, 98%, 98%. That's why I said 2% or 1%ers. No, it's not more 5. Maybe in the 60s and stuff, it were 5%ers. You know what I'm saying? Because even back then, black people were more together. We didn't have a choice. You know what I'm saying? We couldn't be using the same bathroom with white folks and stuff like that. So we had to create our own. Now it's worse. So the numbers had to change. But anyway, I digress. Back to what I was saying. If you believe that Puerto Ricans and blacks created hip hop, come and bring the evidence. Now, a lot of people, and I talked to some of my brothers about this, and they were like, well, they were doing a lot of graffiti. Now, this is where it gets a little, I don't know if some people would include the graffiti, and I hear Jamar talking about, the elements. Well, are there elements to hip hop? They were doing graffiti, like I said, I don't have all the knowledge on it because I came up in the 80s, and in the 80s, the graffiti and stuff, it went along with the hip hop. You know what I'm saying? It went along with the hip hop. But I don't know how it started. I don't know if it was doing it before, the hip hop. So, and people talk about the elements, and a lot of Puerto Ricans was doing bombing. A lot of Puerto Ricans was doing the breaking and stuff like that. And was that all a part of hip hop? When I came up in the 80s, it seemed that way. You know what I'm saying? So I get how a lot of people would say that, Puerto Ricans and blacks and Jamaicans created hip hop. I would say more Puerto Ricans than Jamaicans. I wasn't seeing a lot of Jamaicans. Now, I'm West Indian background. My parents are from Trinidad. And I had a lot of friends that, parents were from Jamaica, Haiti, etc., from different cultures. But they won't bring in that reggae or, scat. Before it was called reggae. I forgot it was called scat. Was it not scat? I forgot the name of it, man. But it's all in Bomali's book, Catch a Fire. And the movie was all right, you know what I'm saying? But the book, Catch a Fire, if you really want to know about Bomali's life, go get that book. I had to read it in college, and it's a good book. It actually goes into the sound system, and I think this is what a lot of people are saying. That's why Jamaicans influence hip hop, is because they were doing that sound system stuff, like you got the Stone Love and stuff like that. They were doing that back in like the 60s, back in the 50s, where they'll put like put like speakers on a truck and like face off against each other. But what music would they be playing? They would be playing American music. They were influenced by the blues and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? So they weren't doing like break beats and finding the break beat in the song. They weren't doing that. You know what I'm saying? So are you trying to say that they influenced hip hop because they had speakers and they had sound systems and stuff like that? I don't know. Like I said, man, I really don't see what the issue is. If we created it, Puerto Ricans came along and they contributed to it, especially with the break-in, took it to a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? I don't see what the issue is, but, people don't like black people to own anything, it seems like. You know what I'm saying? And they're painting, Jamar as a hater and divisive. And I've been following that dude for years, and that's not who he is. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't like to hear the truth. But like I said, if I'm wrong and if he's wrong, can you please help me? Like, I'm in the comments and this dude is like, Jamaicans did, influence hip hop. So I'm asking him, well, how? Can you please, and I'm not saying it in a smart way. I'm like, educate me, enlighten me. How did Jamaicans influence hip hop? You know what I'm saying? Of course, you used to hear like they started mixing like, the reggae into hip hop, but I never seen, it was the other way around. They were conforming to, like, for example, Shabba Ranks. All right, so when Shabba first came out, it was totally dance hall. Then he started doing a little bit, like when he came out with I forgot the name of that album. But he started doing songs with Queen Latifah. He started doing more hip hop. He started encapsulating more hip hop into it. You see what I'm saying? So you're saying that Jamaicans, influence hip hop. How? That's all I'm asking. And if you got that evidence, show it. Enlighten all of us. Now, I heard what Karis once said, and I'm gonna leave it at that. But at the same time, you got another video floating around with Karis once saying the total opposite. So I'm like, all right, first he's like, you crazy for saying that, Puerto Ricans it didn't have something to do with creating hip hop, but then there's a video showing that you're saying the total opposite. Which one is it? That's all I'm saying. What y'all think? Anyway, if you're even in that age group, and saw growing up in New York, it was impossible to not see the evolution of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So I was there in the early 80s and seeing the evolution of it, from the breaking the music, just evolving. I mean, 88 is one of the greatest years of my life. I remember that year, like, I can remember every album I bought that year. Every album. And it was so much albums that was dropping that year. It was like, I think, I don't know, it was, other than 93, which was another amazing year in hip hop. 88, man, oh my God, that was like an incredible year. Adventures of Slick Rick dropped. NWA dropped. I think Eazy-E had dropped. You could go on and on and on, man. So much groups, so much music in 88. I think it's the greatest year in hip hop history. If y'all, disagree, like I said, show and prove, but I don't see any year. Now, 93, I said, it was a great year. Midnight Marauders came out, Wu-Tang Clan. So 93 was an amazing year too, but 88, TV even had 2 Live Crew. I mean, it was an incredible year, man. But anyway, what y'all think, man? Do you think that Puerto Ricans and blacks created hip hop, Or do you believe that black people, young black men, created hip hop, and eventually Puerto Ricans and other cultures came along and joined us and expanded it, made it bigger? And I think that's what Jamar is trying to come across with, and people are just getting into their feelings about it. Tell me what y'all think. Thank you if you made it this far. I appreciate it. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And I hope y'all stay safe out there, all right? Peace.